What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Super Beamer Brothers, and this week we are on the E46 platform. This one is a beautiful specimen. We've had this car, well, not we, it's our client's car. They've been longtime clients of ours. We've done a lot of service to it, a lot of repairs. They got it, in not so great shape, but we've managed to get it back on the road for them. But the biggest caveat to this whole thing is that the engine's gone. So about a week or two ago when we received the car, the compression numbers were so low, it was truly heartbreaking. And I actually can't even begin to fathom like how I would feel if my engine was blown like that. But we're gonna do another compression test so you guys can see how low they are. I think they're in the 60s, and at the very best, it was like one of them was at 100 PSI. So that's terrible. But we're gonna get this thing once again back on the road for our buddy here. As you can see under the hood, nothing looks out of place or anything like that. Everything looks well taken care of, but inside lies damage, right? If you're experiencing any limp modes or any malfunctions that are basically throwing the car into a non-drivable state, do not keep driving it. Please take it home, take it to your favorite shop, to your tech, whatever you have to do to make sure that you don't end up in this predicament, because sad to say, a lot of these cars, once this happens, it's game over, they end up at the junkyard. So first things first, what we gotta do is assess the damage, do the compression test, maybe a leak down, but I think compression test will tell us everything we need to know. And then from there, we're gonna start taking everything apart and get ready to drop this thing on the table. And before I forget, guys, the one thing that we need is a healthy engine to put back in, right? So our buddies over at AutoZone, they're very capable of getting us stuff, got us this really low mileage M54 V25. If you can guess the mileage before I say it, I don't know how you would do that. It's actually a cool 83,000 miles, guys. It's unheard of. There's a lot of low mileage M54s out there, and we managed to get our hands on one of them. Look at that. I'm sure it was washed at one point, but it still looks extremely clean. So before putting this thing back into the E46, we're gonna do our due diligence and reseal the pan and do a rear main seal for our client here, because we don't want any leaks to happen after he takes off. Because the last thing you wanna do is build him for something like that and then come back for something as stupid and small as a leak. So let's get it going. Let's get this thing back in that car. Got stuck for a second. All right, you got eyes on it?
The secondary air pump valve I'm just concerned about.
Okay, we'll try to enter that. All right.
Any hoses catching? Oh look, this one is still mounted to the chassis right here.
Yeah, those should be separated already. You can let the struts hang sideways now. Just don't let it slam.
I already arrested. I'm gonna bump it.
Yep.
Feed this fuel hose out. It's a little tangled up in there.
Ready?
Yeah. Alright. Now I can start pushing it off to the side because of that cold start valve.
It falls off.
As I'm underneath it, dude, thanks for letting me know how fast I can dive. Oh, electrical connector still plugged in.
Is it the AC compressor?
Yes, sir. Oh, I see. Can you give me a flat history?
No,
The AC compressor that I told you to unplug 2 hours ago? Which
I
one is it?
disconnected it from.
Out somewhere else.
I think on the, is it alternator? Because I have,
It's clipped onto the hook on the back of the head. The harness. Do you see it?
not on my side.
Oh, it's a zip tie. Woo!
Oh, we have an AC line over here.
Fuck you.
An AC line, huh?
Yeah. Just heat shield on my side.
What?
Just heat shield dragging on my side.
Okay.
Two wires. Oh, never mind. Stop. Continue.
I'm gonna, over this clip right here, I'm gonna be playing Jack's Joker. Which is probably the best song I've ever heard in my life.
Even better than Ice JJ Fish.
Yes. We just primed it a couple times, and this is gonna be the first attempted start. Ready when you are, dude.
Did you plug in the fuel?
The fuel what? Yeah.
That's not connected, Jared.
Oh my god. Well, that would help, right?
What was it?
The fuel injector rail was completely disconnected.
Because Master Tech Jared didn't connect it?
Yeah, I don't think this goes to the solenoid, but
I don't think that's the solenoid.
okay. Well, let's try to start it anyway. All right.
Starting.
Nice. Yeah. It's a slight misfire.
Good job. Put the oil and put down that pipe.
Yeah.
No.
No, you can hear it's got a slight miss.
There shouldn't be any.
Is there a service engine light? No?
What's that sound?
It's a vacuum leak. Well, yeah, this is like the third time this fool does this.
That would cause a leak.
That would cause a misfire too. It should calm down.
Yeah, it's getting a lot more steady. Rev it.
Rev it again, rev it again. Nice.
This silencer or whatever freaking removed.
Yeah, it's like
That's mean.
way meaner. Do it again. Alright, alright.
You still detecting the misfire?
No, it's
That was it.
really
It was a still 3 and 4 massive air leak.
yeah. Yeah, you can feel how smooth it is.
Oh yeah, it's like steady.
Super steady, yeah.
And now, here, like, sometimes it's quieter, so I just want to show you what this.
Good job, team. Now let's test drive it.
Yep.
As soon as the fan gets here, because it's turning into a fan. All right, guys, so we did the first start yesterday and it started, but we had a couple wires mismatched. I'm sure some of you guys caught it out there. So this was kind of pulled back. So a lot of the Vanos and the cam position sensors weren't wired right or plugged in right. So now they are. We're getting no codes and it's actually firing up pretty good. And it sounds really even, sounds steady. And I think it's ready for a test drive. And I think Christian's gonna do the test drive. Doesn't seem like he wants to, so I'll do it. Just kidding. He needs to do it. Because we got so much stuff to do. But anyway. Business. So here it is, guys. Fully assembled for the most part, ready to hit the road and make sure that there are zero issues. All All right guys, we're at the end of this install and it's been going great. We're gonna show you one more startup. It's actually a cold start and it sounds phenomenal. The thing sounds healthy. It sounds like it's doing everything it's supposed to do and it still looks great. Christian, do the honors please. He's gonna start it up cold. We're gonna get that sweet exhaust tone so you guys can hear what it sounds like with a nice healthy engine. Beautiful. We're gonna let it warm up a little bit so we can give you guys some revs. You wanna pop the hood? Look at that. The M54 in all its glory. So far we've confirmed everything's wired right. We've done maybe 2-3 solid test drives. No smoking, no nothing. Everything's working beautifully. Just like how we like to leave every single car that comes here sounding amazing. So one of the last few things that we want to do, guys, is take one more solid test drive, highway, short little pulls, maybe on the freeway, just to make sure everything's working, especially when you have to get up and go. And that's exactly what we expect our clients to just do all the time, right? Rip on their cars, have fun, and make sure it doesn't break down. After that, we're gonna do one final leak check just to make sure nothing is leaking, because I mean, you spend a good amount of money on doing this with us, and at the end of the day, it should not be leaking, not a single drop. So that's the last thing on the checklist, and then we can give it back to our buddy. This thing is so smooth now. Before I felt like we were towing a pallet of bricks or something. It had no horsepower left at all. It was down to its last horse, on its last horse and its last leg. It was so sad, and it was leaking like crazy. It's finally happening.
With the bike hook.
Yeah. No, it's hey you guys. All right, last test drive, you guys saw it. Beautiful, sounds great. Everything feels great, I guess, inside. I guess I could say that. It does need other things, right? This car is not perfect by any means, but the way it's driving now is 100% better than it was, and you know, what more could you ask for? So we did a final bolt check. We put the skid plate back on. Our friend here definitely needs a new one. But that's beside the point. No leaks, oil pan is dry, check it out. No leaks, no leaks, no leaks. We did reseal it. We complimentary resealed it to make sure that it was not gonna leak anytime soon. The only leak that we did find though was the power steering. It's a little wet still, but we'll wipe this off. One of the banjo bolts was still a little loose, so it was seeping out. Ran a bolt check through the entire thing, and we can confidently say that this car is ready to go home. So until next time, guys, please join us on the next one, and we'll see you soon.